Alright guys, already an update on the American Ninja Warrior Experience situation, just so soon after the last one. Thanks to all your guys' awesome comments. This time it was Danielle M. She said that Drew already posted on Patreon that it was canceled. I can't take this with 100% certainty that it's true, but I mean, come on, why would she be lying about this? So it looks like Drew Dressel posted on Patreon that it was canceled. That is in relation to this comment that I was talking about earlier. So, why, come on ANW Experience, why are you letting people still buy tickets? Why is this still available on your website? Like, seriously. Why can you not get your refunds right now? It's a ridiculous situation. It's even more ridiculous. Okay, so obviously, and we'll probably talk about this more later, maybe more on NGN Live, that this is a pretty bad thing for them to do, to screw over all these people. Like, that I was thinking, because I didn't want to talk about the implications of this yet, because I didn't know if it was true or not in the last video, but, like, obviously there are people, just like Danielle, who paid money to go and compete. Not just paid money to them, but were setting up their plans, probably moving things that may have been important out of their schedules, flying out. People flying out because they only had this event in 2 locations. So of course people were going to fly out to compete. Now they're screwing over so many people. I promise you that there were thousands upon thousands of people who were going to be competing, and maybe not in the high level competition that they were going to have, but just in the regular competitions. And this is really kind of ridiculous. It's even the part that really annoys me is that you had to be paying Drew Dressel information to get this, or paying Drew Dressel money on Patreon to get this information first, when there are so many people that paid American Ninja Warrior Experience money to get tickets to their event that are going to be getting this information from them later. Because I don't know why. Like, ANW Experience tells Drew Dressel, and then he's now just telling his Patreon audience. Like, thankfully Danielle was part of his Patreon audience, and honestly guys, if you are part of his Patreon audience and Drew Dressel ever does a news update again, please let me know. DM me on Instagram, something. I would appreciate it so much, because really we cannot allow this news that affects so many people to be something that everyone has to pay Drew Dressel for. Why did Drew Dressel even own the news to begin with? So I'm happy that at least I have this update. There will be more updates. Maybe Danielle is not correct. I'm assuming she is. I'm pretty sure she is, but it's always possible. It's everything about this is weird. Why is NBC not posting about this and ABC? Is NBC trying to cover this up? What happened? Something must have truly, honestly, unless if they're saying that I'm not noticing, something truly weird happened that NBC doesn't really want people to know about. That they're trying to cover this up for, and the information is just seeping through small sources. If you guys know anything, thank you so much. Again, why would they cancel it? That's kind of the thing. I feel like something very odd happened. You know what? I honestly, this is totally, and just like the last video, take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Take everything that Drew Dressel says with a really heavy grain of salt, but take everything I say with a light grain of salt, especially now. I think somebody got seriously injured while testing their course, and an obstacle that they couldn't replace so quickly. I think that's what happened. I think that there's a malfunction with an obstacle. There's absolutely no evidence to support it. That's just my theory. That's the hunch that I have, just based on the fact that they're trying to cover this up so quickly. Honestly, if it's a very serious injury, maybe someone died, like that would be super tragic, but it could be possible, and that's why they're trying to cover up. They don't want, especially for people to know in the future, that ANW Experience has dangerous obstacles, because just knowing that somebody died in testing could mean that there's problems with the rest of the obstacles. Maybe they don't want it to get out for the San Diego event. I probably would not cancel my ticket if it came out that somebody got seriously injured on the course, because I would assume they would remove that obstacle. Again, though, that's me going off of very small strings, piecing together stuff that could totally not be true. So, sorry for this video now being up with unupdated source. Thank you so much to Danielle M. For letting us know that Drew Dressel put that on his Patreon. Drew Dressel, please don't hold news updates from people who aren't willing to pay you money, because this isn't like news updates for something that you're doing. This is ANW Experience is not something that you own, so you shouldn't be holding the information away from people that aren't willing to pay you. Alright, guys, and then now a third update, but I'm connecting this with the other update. I feel kind of stupid for not actually watching this news video that was on ABC's thing. I'm not going to play this because this is their video, but yeah, they had this. They even reported live that this thing was canceled in Arizona. There is another group of people who are setting up their own competition in Arizona. That is going to occur at the exact same time as the American Ninja Warrior one. I think this is so awesome. They're setting up at this rock climbing gym. I'm going to leave the link to this website. It was in the link of the last video also. But you can click on this video, hear more information about what the ABC people say, hear which group of people are doing. I think it's called like AZ climbing or something. So definitely, if you were going to fly out, compete in their competition instead if you really, really want to compete.